Mel,
All
thank you for
right.
that, by the way. That was very, very helpful. Appreciate you.
So that brings me to another point, and I think this is cool. A couple of points. One, I love the fact that you guys are taking this thing to another level, and now you guys are able to kind of think on your own, bring some new ideas and concepts into this, some other software you guys have been using. What we're going to start doing as of our next class is we're going to do live trades. I'm going to use the TD Ameritrade system, and we're going to set up a trade. We're going to load a trade in, and then we're going to start it. And then we're going to just, as the ticks happen, we're going to determine what we're going to do. What I think will be cool is that with that same program that Mel has right there, say we get to a certain candle, we say, okay, right here, this looks like a halt right here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the trade right here. I would like to see how what I've learned over the years and what I do compares to how the system does, or if it's really compatible in terms of more short term. Mel, is that more short term or intermediate term?
What the sys soft trading view?
Yeah.
Oh, no, how can I say? I mean, people trade with Trading View. I think there's another gentleman in our class who actually uses it to trade.
It was Lauren.
Yes.
Lauren uses it for
and I use it as a supplement to like my secondary screen. Like if I'm in Apple and AMD, for instance, if I'm looking at those, I'll use Trading View to watch multiple tickers on multiple screens so that I can concentrate. I don't like 10 different tickers on my one screen. I'll get confused, right? And I'll miss the trade or miss the move. So I try to slow myself down.
Okay. I like to see if maybe, because we want to move to more, I want to start moving to more of a real-time trading. I know we can't trade in real time, but we can set the system up with TD Ameritrade where the candles start coming. And as the candles start coming, we start to identify, okay, well, what is this?
Oh, yes. Yes, Trading View would be great for that. I use them in conjunction with each other in real time. Sorry, it's not delayed.
So Trading View would be, well, when we get together, we're going to be getting together after the market closes. That's the only thing, right?
Yes. So you can't back test. Well, I don't know how to back test if you can on Trading View, and it might require a membership. Like I pay for a premium membership, but but only so I can add more indicators. But I use TD Ameritrade. I use Thinkorswim, and you can back test, and I back test every day. The way you would do that with our class.
Okay. So what we're going to do then moving forward is we're going to start taking these stocks, and I want you guys to come up with whatever stock you guys are trading out there, so it'll be closer to home. We can all do SPY, or we can do whatever it is, Bank of America or whatever, Netflix or Nvidia or Roblox, whatever you guys want to trade. And then what we'll do is we'll set it in motion. And as the candles start to produce, we'll determine whether or not we want to take the trade or not, reason why we want to take the trade, name of the trade, all the things that I kind of process when I'm setting up my trade. We'll process it together, and let's see if we can keep everybody on the same page. Because I think right now, you guys all know the rules. You guys all know what to do. Now we just need to put it in practical motion. I don't think there's too many more questions for you guys to ask, because it really is not that difficult, okay? The only thing that is difficult is doing the actual trading now. When you see the candles appearing, how you guys react to it. Because what I think is going to happen, what I think is going to happen and what I hope is going to happen, I think are going to be two different things. I hope we're all going to be on the same page and say, okay, that's a 180, that's a tweezers. Okay, that is a halt right there at the 20. That is 5,500% retracement of the candle at or near the 20, whatever it is. And we say, okay, now what are we doing? We taking the trade? Yes. Where are we putting our stop in at? We're gonna all put our stop in at 55. Okay, at 55, we're all putting our stop in. Okay, run the candles. Let's see what happens. We run a few more candles. Okay, it looks like we got stopped out on that one. Okay, so now are we gonna give it one more chance, or are we gonna move on? So what I want to do is I want to go through the real live trading simulation of what it looks like for me when I'm trading. But if we're all doing it together, I think we can move you forward a lot faster, kind of seeing what my thought process is when I'm looking at the candles. Does that kind of make sense?
That would be so helpful.
Yeah, I think that would be so helpful to see, because I think like to see your real-time reaction is something that like I think would be invaluable.
Okay, all right. Because I've been kind of thinking how this can work, and I'm thinking, okay, if we are doing it on more of an interactive, where the candles are starting to be produced. Of course, we remember the trades have already happened, but it'll appear. We won't see it until it kind of unfolds. As it's unfolding, and of course, we're not going to do a 6.5 hour room, but we'll go through, say, a trade, and say maybe the trade lasts 30 minutes. Okay, so let's see if we can all be on the same page for that 30 minutes. Okay, and then after that, I think if we do a review, I think we're going to get a lot more out of that. I really do. So hopefully we can get that set up. I'm definitely not going to do that from Hawaii. Okay, we will do it. I'll do it from my office where I got that T1 line thing I keep telling you about, Patrick. It comes right into my computer because I get super fast movement. Okay, so we shouldn't have any issues. And I can do it, actually on my desktop too, because I've got TD Ameritrade transferred over to my desktop as well. So anyway, I wanted to make you guys aware of that. I'm going to keep posting stuff in Facebook. Okay, hopefully you guys are picking those things up. The market itself is still poised, for more sell-offs. Okay, but they're going to keep bringing in retail traders and letting you down easy, letting you down easy, letting you down easy. So it's going to really behoove you to identify whether or not we're in a trade or whether or not you're in a scalp. I don't want you to be afraid to take short trades. Okay. And then I think as we're doing this live stuff, starting with the next couple classes, you'll see. Don't be afraid to take the shorts. I think I did my my numbers for last month for May. 64% of my trades were short. So the majority of my trades were shorts. They were not long. Okay, I didn't go long on those, and that's what's going to keep getting produced. But I did have some long trades, and I want you guys to be able to see that you can make money going both ways. I had a conversation with a gentleman at dinner a couple of nights ago, and he says, "Oh, well, I'm a little stuck right now because I'm just waiting. I like when the markets move up." I'm like, so what? We can't make no money because we're waiting for the market to move up? What if it don't move up for a year? We're going to go broke? We can't make any money for a year waiting for the markets to go up? No. So I don't want you guys involved there. I want you to feel like anytime you go into the market, you have an opportunity to generate profits. That's been my whole goal for you guys throughout this entire process. So, and then one other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about too. I'm sorry, I keep getting all these different thoughts. I know the mayor wants to go. Listen, I really want you guys to focus on your losing trades. I know you all want to win. We all want to have winning trades, but I want you guys to focus even more on your losing trades. Why? Because, the old term, even a blind squirrel can find a nut in the dark or whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but you can always get lucky and make money, right? That's what it is. You can always get lucky and make money, right? But I don't know. It's, you know what I mean. You can always get lucky and move and make money. But if you can be a consistent loser, if I look at your trades, if you show me your trades, and over the course of 3 months, I see where you lost $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, then I'm like, you got it. You got this thing. But if I see a bunch of random losses, if I see 150 and 200 and then $50, then 800 and then 75 and then 250, then you still don't understand. Look, a professional process of trading is being able to have consistent losses. Hear me again. In order to be a methodical, consistent trader, you have to be able to produce consistent losses. We cannot have random losses. Can't lose 800 one day and lose 200 the next day. We can't do that. Okay? I want to see where you guys are losing whatever your budget, however you have determined it to be. If you can lose $25 a day, then lose $25 a day, all right? Okay, I want your losses to be more structured, okay? We don't want to see a bunch of random losses. So go back. I know we just finished a monthly statement. Go back and look at your statement. Average out what your losses were. If you average all the losses for the month, okay, what did it come to? Okay, then divided by that number of trades that you took, okay, to come up with an average. Then I want you guys to be consistent about your trades. Go back and say, well, my average was $50. Okay, when I averaged out all my losses, the highs and lows, the number of trades, it came out to $50. So on all my trades moving forward, I want to be out of my trades at a $50 loss. Now, I know you guys are trading options, so you may have to give it a little bit of a leeway, but not too much, okay? Not too much. Instead of, if the number happens to be 50, then okay, I'll fudge it for 60. That's it, okay? Because from 60, we can cut that to 30, okay? That can be what we're shooting for, to cut that to 30, because we can't move the market. We cannot make the market move. But what we can do as professional traders is limit our losses to consistent losses when they occur. Okay? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get on a rant there, but it was just something I was trying to explain to this knucklehead the other night at dinner. And, you know, and it was just like, that's why I don't like to do one-on-ones, because I don't know who taught you how to trade. And if you got some crazy stuff that you learned, and then you're saying, oh, I tried to do that, but it didn't work out for me. Well, of course it didn't work out for you. Look at the nonsense you're telling me, man. You're telling me some crazy concept. I can only make money when the market goes up. So I'm going to wait for what, a year, 2 years for the market to go up? I mean, come on, you know. So anyway, a professional trader, where I want to get you guys all to is to be a professional trader, okay? I want you to be consistent. I want you to be methodical in your approach toward trading. And the only thing that you have control over is your losses. You do not have any control whether or not that tide, that current takes you and sweeps you and throws you up, and your trade and your stock goes from 407 to 417. You got no control over that, right? But you do got control over making sure if it goes from 407 to 406.50, I'm out. That you got control over. Okay. So that's my message for today. And that's something I've been wanting to say for a while too, because the last 2 days that's really bugged me. And I knew I had it written down. I did have it written down, but I just wanted to get to that because that is really, really important. We got to manage our losses. We got to understand how to be have consistency in our losses, okay? And then in that way, we can stick around in this game. Because if you know, every time I have a losing trade, I lose $50. All right. I got a $5,000 account. I can hang around for a little while because the wins are going to come. Remember, The squirrel's going to find a nut in the dark. Okay? At least we know that's going to happen, right? We're going to get lucky sometime, you know. But if we apply the principles and our rules, then we're going to move back over to that 80 side. We're not going to be living on that 20%. We're going to be living on the 80%, because that guy from the other night is living in the 20%, and that's why he's out of the market. Okay? You're going to tell me, oh yeah, that stuff's hocus pocus and stuff. That's why I was telling you guys in Clubhouse, talking about fundamentals. There are no fundamentals. It's technical analysis. There are no, even your fundamentals are based on technical analysis. You just don't even realize that, dum-dum. You know, anyway. Got to bring my blood pressure down.
He's just saying it out loud for the people in the back of it. That's
the people in the back can hear me. Oh my God. All right, guys. So anyway,
feels better, huh?
Yeah. But really, 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 I need you guys grab your statements, go back, pull the number out, see what your losses were, do that average, divide it by the number of trades you had, okay? Come up with that number, and then really work on making that number your loss number, okay? If you need to fudge it by, $5 or $10, I'll give you that, but nothing more. And then you have to be out on those. If it says I'm out, then I have to be out, because that, again, is the only thing I can control is when I get out, okay? My losses. I can't control the winners. The winners just go, and you want them to go forever. And I've given you guys enough setups so that when we do catch one, it's going to be a nice one, Then we got to apply the other rules. And that's another reason why I think the live trading, you're going to see when it's time to add. And I'm going to say, okay, right now, what are we going to do right here? Some people say, oh, I want to get out and take my $800. I'm like, no, we're going to buy more stock. We're not getting out now. Okay. So I want to show you that, what I'm thinking about when I'm doing this thing. Okay. All right. All right, Patrick. I think that's all I can get out of this Wi-Fi today.